Hey, welcome to Earthy Goddess Mama. It is Tuesday, the 25th of September 2018, and I'm here today for the full moon in Aries reading. So, welcome. If this is the first time to my channel, my name is Kathy, and generally I do daily readings. Sometimes I get organized enough to do monthly astrological readings. But I also do full moon and new moon readings, pulling cards for each astrological sign. But like I say every single day, this is a completely general reading. I'm feeling into the astrological aspects surrounding this full moon in Aries. And then I'm going to pull cards for each astrological sign and a couple of oracles at the end for the collective. So the messages have been coming through really loud and fast today, and honestly all last week leading up to this, and the healing sessions I've been doing, it's all directly tied into this full moon in Aries. This is our solar plexus energy. This is about standing strong in our own autonomy and individuality, really finding that peaceful warrior within. I thought I would start off by, I am using the Osho deck for, the reading today, but I was really called to read the card of Aries, the rebel, in the Osho deck. I love Osho's take on the Emperor. Breaking free of the bind, standing strong in your own sense of power, not denying your gifts and your light and your talents anymore, being proud enough, because solar plexus is all about pride, but it's not about narcissism, and it's not about one-upping anybody else. This is pride that comes from being a spark of the divine, being an open conduit for what wants to flow through unabated. This is the emperor over his own world. He knows he creates everything in his world, good or bad. So the polarity, the axis of Aries and Libra, it's independence versus relationship, collaboration, or going it alone. So these messages are so strong and so loud. I mean, for me, on the Libra full moon at the end of March was when a relationship of mine broke down for exactly that reason. Standing in your own power, but not being able to understand that, freedom and relationship doesn't need to be mutually exclusive. And independence in relationship doesn't have to be mutually exclusive. It's about finding that middle ground between relating and standing in your own power and individuality as separate from the relationship. So there's the relationship energy and there's the individual self energy. So if you feel like you need to hide aspects of your whole self, like your authenticity, your uniqueness, your quirkiness, your weirdness, if you have to hide anything of that from a relationship, then you're not in the right relationship. Venus is moving into retrograde in a couple of weeks, I think the 8th of October in Scorpio. So those deep, intense feelings that you might have wanted to just keep down there with regard to relating, with regard to what you value. What do you value in a relationship? Who are you? What do you want from a relationship? These are all the messages that are coming up. And I spoke to 2 different people that I was working with yesterday, and it was totally that energy. How have we allowed parts of ourselves to be squashed? How have we stayed passive just to keep the peace? It's the middle ground between standing in your own power and being harmonious and peaceful, which is Libra. So it's that fierce gentleness again. It keeps coming back to that place of firm strength, really standing in your goddess warrior power and understanding that everything comes from there. So those messages are so strong today. I'm glad I didn't do it last night because I was really tired, and I was sitting with it, and then I had a really long conversation with someone and channeled some messages for the reading today, but I didn't have I don't think I had the Mars fire in me to actually do it. Whereas I've woken up this morning, the moon has just gone into Aries. So I feel it. I really, really feel this fire, this passion, this new passion for this is me. If you don't like who I am, then we're not supposed to hang out. So it's all cool. It's not arrogance. It's just, I love you. But if this is not fun and relating with you, if this is not uplifting me, if this is not reciprocal, if I'm not getting, something back from what I'm giving, it's not that you're living with that expectation, but it's an energetic thing. There needs to be energetic balance, and that is that middle ground between Aries and Libra. Yeah. I'm hearing it's the polarity between extreme narcissism and extreme empathy, to the point of not looking at your own needs, or really honoring what your power. It's like complete passivity, and giving way too much of yourself to the other. So I'm just going to read to you about the rebel, and this is the card of the Emperor in the Osho Zen deck. People are afraid, very much afraid, of those who know themselves. They have certain power, a certain aura, a certain magnetism, a charisma that can take out alive young people from traditional imprisonment. This is it. This is totally the energy. The enlightened man cannot be enslaved. That is the difficulty. He cannot be imprisoned. Every genius who has known something of the inner is bound to be a little bit difficult to be absorbed. He is going to be an upsetting force. The masses don't want to be disturbed. Even though they may be in misery, they are in misery. But they are accustomed to this misery. And anybody who is not miserable looks like a stranger. The enlightened man is the greatest stranger in the world. He does not seem to belong to anybody. No organization confines him, no community, no society, no nation. Sorry about the noises in the background. There's 3 boys playing. The powerful and authoritative figure in this card is clearly the master of his own destiny. On his shoulder is the emblem of the sun, and the torch he holds in his right hand symbolizes the light of his own hard-won truth. Whether he is wealthy or poor, the rebel is really an emperor because he has broken the chains of society's repressive conditioning and opinions. He has formed himself by embracing all the colors of the rainbow, emerging from the dark and the formless roots of his unconscious past, and growing wings to fly into the sky. His very way of being is rebellious, not because he's fighting against anybody or anything, but because he has discovered his own true nature and is determined to live in accordance with it. The eagle is his spirit animal, a messenger between earth and sky. The rebel challenges us to be courageous enough to take responsibility for who we are and to live our truth. And if people around us are not flowing with that, then wish them well, and with no expectations of coming back round to that relationship. It's about being present, like right in this moment. That vibration is, our vibrations are not a match, but who's to say that it's going to come full circle and you may meet, your paths may meet again. I mean, it's just flowing with life. It's like what comes your way, you meet it moment to moment. It's the best way to live your life. It's the way to stand in your own power when you're meeting everything from present moment to present moment. So there's 2 weeks between now, this full moon, and the new moon in Libra, and the time where Venus is going to go retrograde in Scorpio. It's like a little portal here. We've got this little window of time to come into yourself, to really sit with, what do I want in a relationship? How's it going to flow? Do I want one? Do I want to stand in my independence, or do I want to have someone that really sees me deeply and meets me at the level I want to be met? But before you can bring that in, you need to meet yourself there. If you want true, deep intimacy, you need to be intimate with yourself. You need to know thyself. So it's all about self-acceptance. All of these new enlightened relationships are going to require the real you. The real you. Yeah. So it's all about coming into yourself, integrating all aspects of yourself and standing in your power. So there's going to be huge changes in relationships with this Venus in retrograde, completely letting go, only wanting those around you that really vibe with you. And it's not egotistical. It's just not settling. It's knowing that the right people are going to come to you rather than trying to force relationships to work, I'm hearing. There's going to be new beginnings in love with this new moon in Libra. So yeah, these messages are really, really strong, and I feel them like the fire today is the passion, and the drive today to express this is really strong. So it's the right time to get yourself right. Right at this minute, it's about being really clear about who you are and what you want. What do you value? Am I becoming the person that I want to attract? I remember writing this down, talking about this last year, and really, really sitting with that. Yeah, and it's really beautiful to not settle, not sleeping with or being intimate with anyone that you wouldn't want to be. Letting them become an absolutely clear expression of who you are, a reflection, a potent, clear expression and reflection of who you are and who you want to be. They inspire you deeply. And yeah, it's just a really amazing thing to really look into someone's eyes where you really feel like you're seeing just another version of you. But there's no need to really melt with their energy. So it's that middle path between Libra and Aries. It's acknowledging them as a separate physical being, but understanding that you love the reflection you're seeing. You truly love yourself unconditionally, so then you can truly love that person staring back at you in that same way. There's just such deep acceptance for everything, even the darkness that comes up from time to time. There's an understanding that's a reflection of your own deep inner world, which is Venus in Scorpio. And with it going retrograde, all of this stuff is going to be really brought to consciousness. Certain people are just going to fall away from your life. I felt this all last week. There was a collective energies of betrayal, but it was all beautiful. It was all just to bring awareness to the perception of life, your perception of life, and some people around you not being a clear mirror of who you are and where you want to go. There was just a deep letting go and a purification that comes along with this. A lot of our bodies were letting go of the old. It's been coming up a lot for people's action spaces when I do energy clearings, to let go of the old, the unwanted parts of yourself, so then these relationships can just fall away effortlessly. So it's really about being clear in your intentions, clear in what vibration you're giving out to what you want to receive back. This is the strongest messages, and it's really just opening up to more authentic forms of relating. So the moon in Aries is all really quite impulsive. So you've got this fire, this drive, this passion. You want to be spontaneous and direct, and you're infused with a new energy to break new ground. And this is to do with yourself and self, because Aries is the self and the warrior self, the solar plexus, the drive and the will. You may feel impatient and may become so focused on your own feelings that you might neglect the needs of others around you. So focused on me and self and how I need to change. But everyone around you, like I was saying before, is a direct reflection of you. So you need to still be looking at how those reflections are. Is that what you want to see? I'm hearing, is that what you want to see? Is that an aspect of yourself that you like? So there's fearless energy around. It's being mindful that your courageous intuition And like that slight recklessness does not lead you to any place you don't want to go. Accidents, be careful of accidents. You won't second guess yourself though, so if you're really intuitively guided to cut someone out of your life, it's probably for the best, but don't do it. You don't need to do it in a harsh way. There's no need to burn bridges, I'm hearing. It's just a soft letting go, melting away. Yeah. Flying to a new destination, I'm hearing. Be sure to balance this passionate feelings and this kind of confrontational temperament that could come up today. Balance it, like put that energy into some inspired action rather than using it to cut people out today. Be very careful. I mean, that's what happened with the Libra when the sun was in Aries and the Libra full moon. Yeah, because Mercury was in retrograde as well, so it was full on. Yeah, so when one of my relationships broke down, but it's all good. It all happens for a reason. It's all timed perfectly. So the moon in Aries is sextiling Mars in Aquarius. So Mars rules Aries. So there's inspired action can take place. So within your goals and dreams, moving towards where you want to go, your soul's purpose for the greater good of humanity. So passion is really enhanced. You might want to be that knight of fire and rush in and express your love to someone because your passion, that instinctual drive is pushing you, pushing you towards a desired outcome. But I'm hearing grounded. The moon in Aries is squared Saturn in Capricorn, and this is that energy exactly. Ideas need to be grounded and methodical actions taken to achieve long-term success, not burning out, like rushing in like a bonfire of sticks. They're burnt out straight away rather than putting some big logs on so the embers, the fire, the drive, and the will to achieve can keep simmering, keep burning. So yeah, you don't want to burn out. So Saturn is about restriction and structure. So you may come restriction and structure. So you may come up against some limits when all you want to do is charge forward. So it's softening into being gentle with yourself, allowing the fire to burn through any internal blocks and fears, allowing that passionate fire and putting it inward for purification, for, finding your authentic power. What does power mean to you? Are others trying to have power over you? So then look where that's an aspect of yourself that you may have denied. So it's just all about having patience and trust in divine right timing. The moon is also conjunct Chiron, so there's fusion between emotion and deep healing today. This passion, this fire is going to burn through anything that's kept you stuck. It's going to burn through old traumas, burn through old unconscious conditioning, how perhaps you weren't aware of the generational patterning in a particular, I'm hearing communication, a particular way of communicating, and it come off as wanting to yield power over others. So everyone is really going to feel, that's money for a few. Everyone's going to feel and tune into their deeper issues today and might react to where they have suffered trauma and long buried past events. It could all come to the surface. But profound healing is eventually possible, but you've got to have acceptance for where you're at and what's transpired up until this moment in time. So just softening into the awareness that healing and growth is like a lifelong process. This is collective energies. This is so many of the people, clients that I've been seeing are working on these similar issues, and I know myself, I am personally. So this is a general collective energy. So the moon in Aries is opposing Mercury in Libra, so fire, independent warrior, standing in your power, but also communicating harmoniously, peacefully. Being really mindful about how you're voicing your passion and fire. Are you being aggressive or are you being assertive? There's a difference. There's a big difference. So that's something to sit with today. Do you want to be in a relationship, or do you want to be independent? Are you going to burn those bridges with this fire? Or are you going to just really step into graceful communication, gentle firmness? It's powerful, that gentle warrior energy, that gentle, peaceful warrior energy, soft but strong. Yeah, it's such a powerful place to dwell. So when you do tap into this energy, when you do find that place, we have the moon trine Jupiter in Scorpio. When you access, you illuminate those shadows, you bring them up and you integrate it, and you find that soft sweetness, that soft sweet strength that you have inside of you, you will just expand and evolve so quickly, and all good things will come to you because it's such a high vibrational energy, that peaceful warrior energy. You've just got to really trust your own unique fire and drive and allow it to be authentically expressed. I'm hearing it's all about living now, being here now, presence. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right through the zodiac, starting with Aries, so the beginning of the first house, Aries, moving right through the 12th house, Pisces. And let's just see what energies are around for us individually. This is Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'll say it every time as I'm shuffling. But whatever cards I'm pulling and want to come out, yeah, so read into what you want from it. If it resonates for you, it resonates for you. If it doesn't, just let it go, yeah. There's nothing that serious going on here. We can be really governed and dictated to by our astrological charts, or we can be like, I think it was a Hindu guru that would only travel, like get the astrologers to tell him the worst time to travel, the worst time to go on tour, and he would go on tour at that time, being really mindful and strong in his own vibration and light, and really intending not to be egotistical and pushing against. It's more about standing in your own power, and this is what this energy is about, your own power to create and be whoever you want to be. This is your life. This is your creative spark that you've come through in this physical lifetime. You get to express it any way you want. Anyway, this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, for this full moon in Aries, 25th of September 2018. We have exhaustion. Yeah, betrayal and relationships are leaving you exhausted, overwhelmed. Yeah, there's battles. You're comparing yourself to someone else, and there's a need to ground your energy. I'm hearing there's a need to really get into slowing down and trying not to rush forward with everything you want to do. The oak never compares itself to the bamboo. It's about standing in your own authentic power and not needing to look outside yourself to see what others are doing and feeling like you're not enough. I'm hearing you're enough because you exist. These energies are going to keep you stuck. Getting out in nature, really feeling into grounding all your fiery, passionate ideas, Aries, is going to lead you exactly where you want to go. This is the Saturn and Capricorn energy, because you're feeling into restriction and not getting what you want, because this is ego, this is overthinking, this is feeling less than, and you need to tap back into your innocence and drop the armor. Drop the armor that's keeping you stuck, Aries. That's pushing people away, that's creating betrayal, that's creating fighting energy, that's creating anything other than what you want in a relationship. You need to step back to who you were as a child. What's your essence? Find the greatest part of you, Aries, I'm hearing. Step into that greatest expression of you and let go of ego. Let go of being fearful, of being vulnerable, I'm hearing. Okay, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. if you want to watch Taurus's reading. Okay, it doesn't really matter. If these energies vibe for you, they vibe for you. If they don't, it doesn't matter. So let's see what's going on for the full moon in Aries for all my Taurian brothers and sisters. Yeah, there's lots going on. There's a lot of noise. And the noise is coming from that unknown place, that dark place of unconditional, unconscious patterning. Yeah, okay. It's a lot of fire. There's such a new awareness now. A new awareness that these energies don't serve you and they're just part of familial generational patternings that you no longer want to take with. You're stepping through the veil and popping the inflatable ball. You don't want to have all these things in the air. You're going to burn out. You're burning out. Look, the face, bright red. This is too much fire. And the monkey's going to pop that inflatable ball and everything's going to come crashing down. There's a new awareness that this is how you've been told to live, and that there needs to be stress, there needs to be busyness, there needs to be sort of overwhelm. And this is not what you want to take with you. This is past life energy. This is karma that's now being broken because you're seeing through the veil. And this is how you want to live your life, in collaboration with someone that really vibes with you, that others that really get you. And you're doing it with fun and playfulness and laughter. That is the power. That is your passionate power. That is how you choose to live your life, in playful exuberance, like a child essence, the essence of who you were. And you're doing it with such balance and giving and receiving energy with others, because you're vibing at the same level. And this is such beautiful communication. It's fun. It's making you laugh, but you're also tapping into your strength and your power and your authenticity, and you're allowing all of that to have a greater sense of power with a collaboration. Yeah, it's not needing to do everything by yourself anymore. You're breaking that conditioning. You're seeing how you can attract others to you that you truly want to collaborate with, that really get you. Yeah, you're awesome on your own, but your power is magnified being with someone that really gets you, that is your equal. It's stepping through a new gateway with fun and laughter and joy being your driving force, because there's no pretense anymore. There's no pretending that you're someone that you're not. You're just totally yourself. And because you've accepted yourself and you unconditionally love yourself, those around you reflect that back to you. You only attract people into your life that reflect that back to you. If you're too weird for someone, then they're not the right person to be hanging with. Yeah? People don't get you, don't understand you. I didn't say who it was for. Okay, so this is still for Taurus. You're standing in your own juiciness, your own ripeness. You know that divine right timing is always going to be there. Not trying to pick the fruit before it's ripe. Understanding that we're all like this. Everyone's on their own process. People might come back around. You never know. If someone's really special to you and there's still lessons that need to be learned, that person's going to come back around. But right now you need to sink in with what you need to learn from either standing in your own authentic, independent power and creating everything you need, which is the 9 of Rainbows, or allowing that collaboration to come in with the 4 of Staves. That's the gateway card. That's the new portal. Stepping into a new timeline, stepping into union. And it's the wedding card. It's the coming together. It's the putting down roots. It's the complete structure and foundation of your life, so you can step into a new creative version of yourself, either in independence or in collaboration. So it's your choice, Taurus. Those messages were so loud and so clear. So hopefully someone got something from that. So Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. This is for the full moon in Aries, 24th, 2018. And there's a new awareness for you too, Gemini. You're stepping through the veil of, you're letting the shadows not looming over you anymore. You're stepping into a new Buddha, your Buddha-like nature, because you're going with the flow now. You're going with the flow. You're not letting the heaviness of broken heart, the heaviness of this broken heart, this isolation, this feeling lonely, knowing that you have still so much more purifying to do. You have still so much more releasing of breaking. Like you need a, what is it? I'm seeing a jackhammer. Sorry, this is not funny energy, but this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a jackhammer. And if you can laugh at yourself about this, then that is so healing, yeah? A jackhammer to just break the ice. You need one of those ice picks. I'm seeing Basic Instinct. You don't need one of those ice picks. She was pretty gnarly with that ice pick. But she was in her power. But she used her power. She wasn't using her power for good. She was using her power to manipulate. So we always get to choose how we use our power. This is this energy. I'm hearing potent sexual power. Are you using it to be inspiring? Are you using it for the greatest good of humanity, Mars and Aquarius? Are you using your power to serve others? Or are you using your power to manipulate others? But there, if you're using your power to manipulate others, that karma comes straight back around to you in betrayal. And, you know, it just comes full circle. And you're left feeling like, wow, how did I create this? How did this brokenheartedness come? How did this happen? Wasn't I clear? Was I clear in my expressions? Am I clear in my expressions to myself? Am I allowing this ice to break away? Am I allowing the purification of the tears? Am I allowing the heat from these tears, the heat from my passion, my fire to melt the ice? The ice needs to be melted because you really want to go with the flow, Gemini. You really want to not be carried away by the current, but just to sink and flow. Just to sink and flow and fill your cup up with your own sense of unconditional love. Loving yourself now, Gemini. Not allowing people to break your heart because you trust yourself more now. You're trusting your own reflection. That's a new awareness. You're seeing your own reflection clearly now. No more obsession. No more overthinking. You're loving yourself more. And loving yourself more means meditation. It means self-care. It means not settling. Okay, so my kids are on the trampoline. Sorry, they're really loud. So we have Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this Aries full moon energy. And we have Lovers. Okay, Cancer, what's going on? You're attracting some equality in your relating, I'm hearing. But there's a postponement and a groundedness that needs to happen. So there's still healing that needs to go on. Okay, I could pull lots of cards. I needed to pull these for you today, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. You want this love. You want equality in relationship, but you know there's still some healing of past relationships that needs to go on first. A sitting with yourself, a postponement, a separation. Understanding that the Three of Swords moments have come into your life and you don't want to take this baggage with you. You're grounding your energy. You're understanding, yes, you want this. You want passion. You want connection. You want equality. You want soul connection. You want deep authenticity and equality with your relating. But you know you need to heal those aspects within yourself. You're grounding down this energy. You're understanding that to really meet another person where you want to be met, like, you have to meet yourself there. It's just deep intimacy. You're ready for this new adventure, but it's balancing the infinite nature of life, the infinite to-do list, the infinite, you know, but meeting it serenely through meditation and seeing life, every moment of life as an adventure, an unfoldment, embracing the uncertainty of what can come, because we all know that we might wake up in the morning and expect See, it's that dropping of expectations, expect nothing, accept everything. It's really, really powerful. Radical acceptance I need here, or just that quote, expect nothing, accept everything. It's powerful, yeah? And for you, Gemini, it's accepting where you're at, and that brings healing. Pure acceptance of who and what you've brought to relationships in the past, and then sit with that, sit with the uncomfort of that, and allow the color to come back in. And it's only when you allow that color and joy and softening into opening up your heart even more to what love can be, and how it can be grounded and made manifest rather than just be a dream, something that you just fit in the side. It's going to be the main show, because I'm hearing you have the ability to ground it. You have the ability to attract someone that's going to meet you where you want to be met on every level, and it's just going to be so supportive that you're going to have way more balance in your life. You're not expecting anything from this other person. Open curiosity with no expectations, yeah? Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, something, just a real huge epiphany just come through for me right then. Sorry, I got lost in a dream, but it was like, wow, I've got to sit with that later. I've got to sit with that and break through this old conditioning. Okay, sorry about that. Sometimes the messages are just so strong, and I don't know whether I need to voice them or that they're specifically for me. That one was specifically for me. Okay, so Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this Aries full moon energy. I'm hearing trust your own power, Leo. Trust that your pride is not narcissism. You know the difference. You know, if you're intentionally trying to hurt others in your power over others, then your pride's out of control. There's a sense of trusting in your own divinity and taking a leap of faith here. There's a new understanding of about what relationship is. You could have a night of water in your life, so Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, I'm hearing. There's complete emotional fulfillment here, Leo. You're really stepping into a new sense of what brings you emotional fulfillment, this new understanding that you can be free and also take the leap of faith with a relationship, I'm hearing. Accept an offer of love, Leo. This is totally being present in the moment and trusting that the divine has you. You're held. You're held in... you're held. That this is all divine. This is all meant to happen, this relationship. So there's a new beginning, a new understanding, a new sense of communion with unity consciousness, with our oneness, with everyone that comes into your life is here to teach you something, and to let go of any expectation that it has to be a certain way. Allow it to be what it is, and it will bring you all the emotional fulfillment you need. Again, radical acceptance, open curiosity for moment-to-moment living. Right, so now I have Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sorry about my kids. They're playing soccer now. They're loud. We live in the bush. They don't have to be quiet. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aries full moon, 24th, 5th of September 2018. And so there's a little bit of stress here for you, Virgo. Maybe you're still stuck on some to-do lists. There's a feeling of guilt, the Eight of Swords, stuck in something. But knowing that guilt's such a low vibrational energy, yeah, I'm hearing this loud and clear. This guilt is such a low vibrational energy. Maybe you've just had an epiphany about how you've been really expressing yourself. Have you been really in the noise of what's going on, really in the noise of your external environment, allowing your external environment to impact you, and then getting stuck in self-sabotage and allowing that low vibrational guilt energy to keep you stuck. And the thing is that you're shifting out of these energies so strongly with this full moon energy. You're standing in your own power. You have the ability to articulate your needs very clearly. This is very fast-moving communication, whether it's coming to you or it's very reciprocal. You're allowing it to be what it is. You're allowing it to fill up your cup. You're allowing yourself to go with the flow of what this communication means to you. It's allowing you to drop out of this low vibrational energy. You're burning through anything that's been blocking you in the past. This communication that's coming to you or has come to you will allow you to release all of these dark clouds of self-sabotage, these feelings of guilt, of shame, of your past. You're letting go of that. You're really stepping into your solar plexus power, which, you know, the shadow side of the solar plexus is shame, is people keeping you stuck in shame. People around you. Are there toxic people around you that are reminding you of who you used to be, but not who you want to be? This is the hugest question with this this Aries full moon is, are the people around me a clear reflection of who I am and who I want to be? Or do I need new reflections? Because it's funny how reflections change. I posted this on my private Facebook page. The song Let It Go by James. Oh my gosh, I've lost his last name. I'll link it down the bottom. But these energies are so, I can't really sidetrack with this energy at the moment because these messages are so strong that are coming through. Anyway, it's funny how our reflections change. I'll put the link to the song, and it's really about letting go of the old, letting go of relationships and people in your life and situations that are not serving you. It's really about relationships and going with the flow, Virgo. Getting out of that feeling of guilt, of shame, of people making you feel bad about yourself. Let those people fall away. Let those people fall away from your life and be the people that you want to attract into your life to support you. Be that person. Be that person for others. You will find that reciprocal quality reflected back to you. So we have Libra now. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Full moon in Aries, 24th, 25th, 2018. So let's see what's here for you, Libra. There's full moon in Aries. Okay, I will soon, okay? I love you. So Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, full moon in Aries. What energies are around for us? You have a new gateway, stepping into deeper, more intimate collaboration with someone or with others. So this is Mars in Aquarius, or this is, you know, this is the wedding card. This is understanding that, yeah, you're powerful on your own, but in partnership with someone else, you can balance things so much easier. Yeah, this is infinite balance, moment to moment living. This is grounded, this is fire and earth. So you're grounding this fire down. You're stepping through a new portal in the way you relate and the way you connect with others. Because you're dropping the armor, I'm hearing, Libra. You've had this fighting armor up for so long. You've pushed people away. You've walled yourself away from others. Yeah, you didn't want to show those deeper, more juicy aspects of yourself. You didn't think that'd be accepted by another, so you kept yourself armored up. You fought people off, you scared people off, you didn't allow them close to you, but you weren't allowing yourself, you weren't allowing that growth in yourself because you weren't allowing that deep intimacy with yourself. And if you want to attract these grounded, passionate relationships, you first need to meet yourself there. And you are the most powerful creator in your own life. You are the center of your own universe. Everyone around you is just a reflection of your own co-creative abilities. What are you manifesting? What are you attracting to you? Are you being vulnerable enough to really see yourself? So then, you've dropped the armor. You've dropped all your defenses. You've allowed all of these shields to drop away so you can be clear in your vibration. You can be clear in what you want to attract. And it will come to you effortlessly because you're living more moment to moment. You're allowing that power to be quickly, sweetie, what is it? Okay, we'll go play with the boys, sweetie. I'm finishing this, okay?
But the boys don't play soccer.
Yeah, you could jump on the trampoline.
But
So your power is so much greater in collaboration with others. You're able to balance your life, find that balance and harmony within your life so much easier. And for me, like, balance and harmony in my life is about, balancing my outer world, my work world with my family life. So, 4 is the 4th house. That's Cancer. So that's all about home and security and nurturing. But we need to nurture ourselves. We need to come from a really clear place, a really clear energy of who we are and what we want to bring back into our lives. So now we've got Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. What's happening for you this Aries full moon with Venus and Scorpio, Jupiter and Scorpio also? Yeah, you're really trusting your intuition. This is the High Priestess. You're knowing that whatever's happening now, whatever communication is coming through, you have a deep knowing that this is divine, that this is such strong guidance about where you're going on this infinite journey called life. We are but these physical beings, spiritual beings having this physical experience, and our journey is endless. People are going to come in and out of our lives to teach us the lessons we need to learn, and your intuition is guiding you. You are allowing this deep knowing aspect of yourself, your inner wisdom, to now guide you to travel to where you need to go, to use your fire to burn through anything that was blocking your path before, I'm hearing. Yeah. But you're grounding it as well, so there's no need to rush. You're trusting in divine right timing. You're trusting that all is well, that everything is happening the way it needs to happen. So everything is flowing perfectly. You're able to ground the energy down and have patience with this guidance that you're getting, trusting this guidance and having patience that it's going to lead you directly where you need to go, Scorpio. So now we have Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sorry about all the noises. I have a guinea fowl now on the veranda. I have 3 boys at home, slamming doors, playing. This is my life. And it's beautiful. Pure acceptance for what is. Okay, so Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. This Aries full moon, how's it flowing for you? There's a tower moment that's coming in for you, Sag, and it's going to allow you to sink into deep acceptance and experiencing the moment fully, experiencing what is. You're allowing things to crumble away from your internal world. And when you allow those old patterns and old beliefs to crumble away, you're able to integrate this fire. You're able to integrate this opportunity. This is Jupiter energy, and Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So after a crumbling away of perhaps how you've related in the past, past patterns, this is an internal breaking away, but you might have had to experience it in the external. Something perhaps with relationships is breaking away, breaking down. Things are crumbling away, and it's giving you the ability to go deep and truly sit with how did I create this? What can I learn from this fire that's come into my life and burnt up anything that wasn't serving me? And then really go deep in balance and integrating all aspects of yourself. This is your card, Sagittarius. This is really powerful. This is kind of the Uranus and Taurus energy, and then we have this grounded energy to take this new beginning, to step into the expansiveness that Jupiter allows. But sometimes you need to have those tower moments. Sweetie, can you come and get the guinea fowl? I'm sorry. He's deciding to be really, really loud. He's really old and he likes to be close to the house, but it's really quite a shrill sound when he's close. Thanks, sweetheart. So this is really powerful. This is your energy, and I have been seeing Three of Wands as really like a Jupiter energy, because it's optimism, it's looking forward, it's waiting for your ships to come in, but it's also spiritual evolution. And sometimes these tower moments have to come in to look deep, to balance ourselves, to be able to step into this new essence, this new sense of adventure. This is Sagittarius energy. You know, this is firing those arrows and going off on a new adventure, but it's grounded, I'm hearing. It's that you're finally grounding your ideas. You're finally understanding that, I'm hearing that your power lies in firing those arrows, but using that Saturn and Capricorn energy to really plan it, but with no expectations, and meeting it every moment. Meeting whatever comes in front of you, you're meeting it, and you're trusting your guidance to take you to this, you know, an end result that you could never have imagined. Yeah? It's no expectations. It's just allowing it all to flow. It's such a beautiful place to dwell. Okay, so open curiosity, I'm hearing, Sag, for the adventure of life. But grounded. Okay, now we have Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. What energies are around for this full moon in Aries for you? Yeah, there's a wanting to ground yourself into the practicalities of life. Getting back to honing your skills, your talents, your creative abilities. Letting go of past patterns of betrayal in relationships, I'm hearing. Understanding that you are the one that's going to break the cycle. You're going to tell a new story. You're going to step in your power, I'm hearing, Capricorn, because you're really powerful on your own. And you understand that, yeah, you're stepping into a new sense of spirituality and completion. Stepping into your own independent power. I'm hearing this is independence for you, Capricorn, right now. You're stepping into creating what you want for yourself, your own financial abundance, stepping into how you can do this on your own. You're not going to settle for anything less than you deserve, because you actually enjoy being on your own, but you got to be really careful that this is an illusion, that you just can't be bothered. It's a sense of laziness. There's a complete difference between doing, being, and then there's that sense of laziness, not being, like not trusting your guidance to move into action, which is Aries, allowing the Aries moon to really allow that passion and fire in you. There's no fire here for you, Capricorn. It's quite a grounded energy that we have here. But there's also the energy of understanding that you've been living unconscious patterns. And it's brought you to a sense of, I don't want to settle now. I'm really good on my own. I'm really good on my own, and I'm able to really feel good in my own power and my own sense of ordinariness and my own sense of wanting to pursue what I want to pursue in a very creative way. This is the 8 and the 9 of Pentacles. So there's a sense of completion here, a letting go of needing to know, and embracing uncertainty for you, Capricorn. Embracing uncertainty and having the ability to create, to really focus on what you can control. And I'm hearing it's your money, it's your sense of power over yourself. So now we have Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this. Aries, full moon, 24th, 25th of September 2018. And it's a balancing moment to moment for you also. I mean, this is pretty standard for us in our lives, that we're always infinitely juggling. Wow, it's really strong energies. Okay, I'm going to allow one more to come out. Okay, so there's a broken-hearted. Okay, these two want to come out. Oh, wow, those three want to come out. So Aquarius, this is to do with a relationship, broken-hearted, and now you're building walls. There's been a sense of maybe that's what's caused this broken-heartedness, because you had too many walls around you. You pushed someone else away. You wanted to have that deep connection with someone, that two beings standing strong and firm in your own sense of independence, but you built walls instead. You pushed the other person away. You pushed yourself into isolation, and now there's a sense of needing to purify. And when you purify, you keep your heart chakra open and you have a new perception of life. It's allowing the tears to purify you, Aquarius, from an old relationship, and understanding. You've got 2 2s here. We have 3 2s, so it's all about collaboration. But first you need to purify yourself to allow this collaborative energy to come in. There's patterning that needs to be cleaned up here, old unconscious patterns, that unknown, that unconscious aspect of yourself, those unconscious drives, I'm hearing, Aquarius, that are keeping you stuck in this energy when you really want to be here. You really want to be here. This is your desire. This is your dream. This is your hopes and your dreams, Aquarius. And to really meet someone in a grounded, equal way, and to have complete emotional fulfillment with this relating. And your inner voice is telling you that you can do it, that it's here for you. But first you need to illuminate what's keeping you stuck in a loop. I'm hearing stuck in a loop of I'm hearing perhaps you were balancing 2 people, and it's led to, there was a infinite juggling maybe of 2 people, and that was an unconscious aspect of yourself. I'm hearing a power play. That's you're now listening more to your inner guidance, your inner oracle, to lead you to where you want to go, to lead you to great purification of smashing down the walls so you can actually attract this energy into your world, Aquarius. It's yours for the taking if you're willing to do the work, the deep inner work, to understand why those walls were created in the first place. What was the original trauma that created this? This is the work that I do. If you're interested, all my details will be below. So we have Pisces. Last but not least, beautiful watery Pisces. Full moon in Aries, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, however it fits, yeah. 24th, 25th of September 2018. And we have a new sense of maturity, stepping into your own power. Yeah, yay. Beautiful, beautiful energy for you, Pisces. I have, Pisces energy in my chart. So, yeah, wow. Okay, I'm going to start with these energies. This is what you've been doing in the past with regard to relating. Projecting out all your own challenges and obstacles, the stories that you're telling that weren't serving you, you were projecting it out, and those reflections were just coming straight back to you. You were projecting your things onto another, and they were just reflecting that back to you, and it was an endless cycle of stress and, yeah, not much fun, hey? So 7, trust and openness. Do you have the ability to trust and open yourself up to dropping, like truly seeing another, not seeing your own unconscious stuff being reflected back? Are you ready to step into a grounded new sense of maturity, to really know who you are, to know that you're your own gift? And you'll see that reflected back to you every day. You're your own beauty, and the beauty you receive reflected back in others is just you. And the maturity you see in others is just you. Yeah? It's truly beautiful when you own your own power. It's scary for others though, yeah? if they're not ready to meet you there, it's terrifying. Because you don't give a shit about what other people think of you. And it's not narcissism. It's not being mean. It's nothing about that. It's just owning your own authentic fire. You love yourself so much that you're not going to hurt other people. But you're not going to put up with their crap either. No way. You're going to tell it how it is. You're going to tell it how it is. And that's just such a new sense of maturity. And you're going to be gifted something beautiful. You're going to be gifted something really beautiful, Pisces. You're going to be gifted this. This is your blessing for letting go of those old, painful projections. Old, painful projections. And knowing yourself, mastering yourself, yeah? Stepping into a new, authentic version of yourself. Right, I'm going to start with the Wisdom of the Oracle. One Oracle card for the collective. We're already at 1 hour. So just one card for the whole of, every astrological sign. The collective energy for this Aries full moon 2018. I got the happy card last night. So I was pretty stoked about that with the question that I asked. I was really... it felt really strong and really true. All that glitters is not gold. I'm hearing, don't let the beauty of another keep you stuck. That's what I'm hearing. It may be superficial. There may be something about that person. Yeah, they're beautiful. And yeah, there's aspects of them that you love. But take off those rose-tinted glasses, I'm hearing. Take off those rose-tinted glasses. Is it truly what you want, or can you manifest something that's more of a clearer reflection of who you are now? Oops, I missed it. I went right past it. Went to 17. 16. All that glitters. Again, we have 7, and that was really strong for you, Pisces. Trust in openness. Trust that you can be your authentic self. Trust that the people that you vibe with will come into your life if you're loving yourself unconditionally, if you're being your most attractive version, if you're stepping into your authenticity. All your new relationships need the real you. That's a really big message. So all that glitters. Essential meanings: the need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature. Trying to be something you're not, chasing after every new sparkly thing. So the Oracle's message: it's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets, paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or the person? Yeah, that's a really strong message. So the relationship message here: sometimes we try to become something we're not to impress others. We embellish a story a bit, adding some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. The real person becomes hidden behind the sparkle and the shine. Then there are times when we don't see the true value of someone else because he or she may not have the glitz or glamour that seems so desirable. Now is the time to look past the surface, beyond the mask, to the essence of the person. Who that person is, not what he or she can give you, is important. See beyond the glitter and look for the inner glow. Use the eyes in your heart. Let go of the artifice and see let what is authentic shine. This is such a strong message. Prosperity message. Sometimes an opportunity looks so good that it glitters like gold and you just can't resist it, especially when it appears others are doing so well and have hit the mother lode. During the American gold rush, everyone hurried west to find their fortune and then deserted entire towns after mining depleted the gold veins in the earth. So too can you deplete yourself as you chase after the latest shiny thing that has caught your eye. There is a mercurial quality to your present circumstances. Pay no attention to those who chase after fool's gold. Resist the temptation to be jealous of others, what they have achieved or not. To be true success you seek, don't compare yourself to them. You won't see only the surface right now, only the sparkle. Be assured you will experience your own shining moments. If you stick to what you know, all that glitters may not be gold for you. So the protection message is, this is a signal to walk away from what you're contemplating. There is a thin veneer of glitter and sparkle that masks something rotten underneath. Pursuing it will only bring about a difficult situation you will be sorry you got yourself into. Stay away. Isn't it wonderful how spirit protects you? Better things await. So this is to do with relationships. What's coming up for you in your relationships? Whatever you're contemplating about that particular relationship, whether it's, letting go, really, really sink into what's real and what is superficial. Just because someone's beautiful or there's great sex, I'm hearing, doesn't mean that's a reason to stay with a relationship. If you're feeling drained, if you're feeling stretched, if you're feeling challenged. Because there's a woman of light here, number 49. Woman of light. And this is the feminine, the divine feminine within you. This is your goddess power. Pure is my joy, my celebration. I know the divine to be eternal. There is no limit to my peace, to my pleasure as I rise and rise and rise again. Capable am I of receiving the light, of accepting the next level of illumination. I am sacred flesh coming to light. I am the walking temple, the living goddess, she who shines with truth. I come to you now. I am one with you now. I am the awakened one and the awakener. Sorry. This oracle brings you guidance that you are to be witness to the presence of an awakened being, either within your own self as part of your spiritual destiny or in the form of a beloved other. An awakened one is in your midst or soon will be. Receive the blessing that emanates from such a being. For to behold one is a gracious spiritual gift that will lift you to the next step of your path. If you are having trouble discerning the true presence of an awakened teacher in your midst or even in your own being, remember that nothing is asked from you by such an awakened ones but loving devotion, so that you may serve the awakening of the collective of all living beings. It requires much karmic grace to be granted immediate access to an awakened being, and even more to become such a living light. Take delight in this energy. All right, last bit. My voice is getting tired. There's a beautiful, beautiful poem that I'm just going to end on and just leave it right there. So I love you all so much. Thank you for sticking this out. You're amazing for just doing that. I asked God for a deepening of my love, without realizing that the deeper I was willing to go, the more it involved letting go of any part of myself that wanted to love and still be safe, and surrender to the possible lay the greatest potential for love at levels before unknown, like a cistern that holds the nectar of life and gives it precious liquid, only to be filled again with nature's flow. Such knowingness is a gift. For if you can embrace the blessing, you can live without question, relaxing and replenishing with each breath, with each kiss, always whole. Unconditional love for yourself, pure acceptance of who you are, the real you. Warts and all, Accept yourself. You're beautiful. Anyway, have an amazing full moon in Aries. I love you all so much. I shall see you soon. Bye.